Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome to another Smite commentary. And for today we'll be playing some Siege and I'm going to play the Vulcan. I'm not sure yet what I want to build. I like to get Sense of Time. Full boots is also not a bad option. But I'd rather go for Sense of Time plus rank 2 boots. I still have some movement speed to avoid as much as I can. But I'll still have the mana regen since I don't want to get mana boots. My mana pool will be very low if I go for the pen boots. I can get some potions with that though, so it wouldn't be too bad either. Pen boots into a chalice and 2 mana potions wouldn't be the worst. But that's fine. I'll just go for this one. Want to try it out. I feel like with Vulcan you can kind of get away with it pretty well, because you also get some mana regen if you hit your opponents. Or if your turret hit your opponents, which can be pretty powerful. I do like the fact that they changed his passive. His passive used to be completely useless. I mean, after hitting an ability, having a 15% slow on your next basic, even if you hit or miss it, if you miss it you don't have the slow, but you had to hit the basic after your ability and it was not great. 15% wasn't even worth it to use your basic attack for, because it puts you in an awkward spot as such a mage as Vulcan. He's not one of those mages you really want to basic attack with, just because he will lose a lot of his momentum, his mobility with that. But they did buff him nicely with the change they made, just because of the fact that he can just, well, use his abilities, get increased movement speed if he hit an enemy guard, and that also makes him a little bit annoying, and a little bit unfortunate knock up. It'll take a little bit longer to clear that than expected. But yeah, I feel like Vulcan can be one of those gods that is extremely difficult to lock down. Even though he doesn't have any escape abilities, he can put down a turret that can deal massive amounts of damage. He can throw those meatballs to knock someone up out of his way. Every single time he hits you, the Vulcan has increased movement speed, so there are a lot of ways the Vulcan can just kind of wiggle his way around. The best way is just to immediately destroy him without him giving an opportunity, and cripples are actually pretty effective against him too. I mean, a good Vulcan, or just a Vulcan that is aware of it, can make use of the backfire to avoid stuff. Oh, look at that HP. That was so close. Maybe I can... If Cupid uses his dash, I can use my ultimate to finish him off, because I don't think he'll be able to avoid it. But as long as he has his dash, I think he will very easily be able to get that thing going. Let's get rid of those minions. I do have my ultimate. I kind of just want to use it, but I don't think it will do anything good. They might go behind us though. Since the enemies are missing on the right side, the team let us know, so that's good. But since Cupid is back, I don't think I'll be too worried. It is very likely though that the Poseidon goes for a Kraken. Either to just force out my Sanctuary or to just try and kill me. But we'll have to see. Yeah, he's definitely going for the Kraken if he gets a good opportunity. Looks like he doesn't go for it yet. Able to avoid this tidal surge. Nice turnaround. He was able to avoid the knockup from the Wheelish. It's actually pretty good. But I still have my meatball to try and knock him up. Looks like that is not going to be the case here. Nice stun by the Boggers. And that double ult will secure our first kill. Not bad at all. Fenrir has turned up though. Nice pull by the Wheelish. And we're destroying the Fenrir. Wheelish is not going to let that one go. Oh, nice Cupid ultimate. Actually a very good Cupid ultimate. Built for the Fenrir very, very well. I guess it's fine. We trade. Well, actually, we got 1 for 0, so it's not bad. But we could have gotten 2, which would have been even better. But still, very good ultimate by the Wheelish. Grabbing that Fenrir. She could have waited for a leap from Fenrir or his Brutalize. But that's very difficult. I've tried it once for the Smith Puzzles video. And grabbing a Fenrir that's using his Brutalize requires the exact timing, which can be very difficult to do. Also a fun one, if you are ever in a matchup where you're a Wheelish against a Wheelish, and one of your opponents gets feather stepped, or one of your teammates, I mean, get feather stepped, you can actually pull the wheelish out of that one. It will still deal the damage and root your teammate, but after that you will be able to just get her. So that's, I feel like the wheelish against the wheelish is a pretty interesting one, because a wheelish counters a wheelish pretty well because she has two forms of leaps, one with the feather step and one with the suku, and they both have a knock up. Kind of waiting for him to go for something. Doesn't look like I will be able to do too much though. I mean, he's full HP, so using my ultimate there won't do too much. So I'd rather just save that one if I get a better opportunity. I'll just go back, get well, the Talon Trinket. Head out immediately, make sure that I'm on the left side to it. Or try help out the wheelish or just push up. I mean, pushing up's never a bad thing. Especially with Artemis, which should be pretty quick to get this tower. I don't think we can go for tier 2 though. Our Juggernaut's pretty low on HP already. But I still feel like it's not bad at all. They'll have their Juggernaut. Actually, they already had it. Yeah, that's right. That's why the right side tower is at such a low HP. Was able to just get that thing going. See if we can go for the Juggernaut though. I do have my ultimate to secure it if it's necessary. Rather not, but looks like the Artemis is in the enemy jungle, so we should be fine to get this for free. That's pretty good. I'll just go for a mana buff. I don't really want to fight this, that's why I'm calling the retreat. I mean, I'm quite low on HP. I can regen a good amount with the chalices, but I don't really want to risk it. Especially since we have the Juggernaut. If we die, we kind of waste our Juggernaut. And with my let's just head back. I kind of was thinking I could just stay because of the chalices. But it's not going to do any good because of the fact that I can get my Bancroft. And, well, you all know how much I love Bancroft. There's just so much... Sonqueer, what are you doing? Okay. I am not sure what he was doing, but he was not tanky at all. He took so much damage from that. I don't think he has any additional health or protections, which is kind of weird. It's not something you'll see too often. Let's see. Looks like the... Nice damage. Kind of waiting for the Bacchus. If he jumps onto the Poseidon, I can kind of guarantee my ultimate. And that would be pretty good. Nice damage onto him though. And I think that will be a tower. That's actually very good for us. That's a good amount of gold we get. Yep, 300 gold for an entire team, so that's 1200 in total. Not bad at all. That Zhonghui is so squishy. I hit him the same as Poseidon because he hasn't got his passive up yet. Can't really leave him alone though. Let's see if I can deal some damage. Took a lot of damage there. Nice ult. We'll secure that kill. See if we can go for the Cupid. Nice gank from our wheelish. Looks like Bacchus might fall down here. Come on. No, I missed the meatball. I'm sorry, Bacchus. I actually would have saved him if I didn't miss it. That's so unfortunate. Nice. I was thinking about backing, but literally everyone is dead on their team, so no reason to back at all. I don't think we can get this Phoenix. Kind of depends on how quick the minions push up. Looks like it will take a little bit of time. Zhonghui is back. Maybe we can do some damage without the minions. Oh my god, I do no damage at all. 23 per hit, that is literally no damage. Well, I guess it's time to back off. We're not going to do anything about that one. Let's see, what do I want as a second relic? Two options. I can either go for Purification Beach, which probably is my best bet. Or I can go for Shell. I feel like those two are the best options. But I'd rather go for Purification Beads, because there's one thing that I'm quite vulnerable for, and that's the Fenrir ultimate. If Fenrir grabs me, I'll die guaranteed. There's no way I'm going to survive that. So I need Purification Beads to get rid of that. I can also use Purification Beads to get rid of the the cripple effect from the Cupid ultimate or the Whirlpool from Poseidon, to avoid those ultimates by going for a backfire. So that will allow me to backfire. That's one of the reasons why cripple is pretty good against Vulcan. Because if you're crippled, you can't use your backfire as Vulcan, which you can use as and escape pretty effectively a lot of the times. Let's see if I can able... Ah, out of the range. Looks like I... Yeah, Wheelish, you're not going to survive that. Unfortunate. I really thought my ultimate would hit there. Maybe Tusky can do it. No, doesn't go for the Poseidon. Good wow, look at that damage. Destroyed. And Artemis is able to pick it up. That's very good for us. Only the Poseidon is left. I can try to push him out a little bit. I definitely think we should get this Phoenix if we can. I'll just tank it up as long as I can. I do have my Aegis, so I wasn't too worried if he commits. Oh, nice. I hit him. That means that I'll get the increased movement speed and the mana regen. So I'm kind of safe from that one. And it just stops him in his tracks because of the knockup. It's such a good ability. If you hit that on your opponents, then you'll just... He can't do anything. It's so difficult to lock down a Vulcan that's able to keep his distance from you. Very annoying to deal with sometimes. I don't like to fight against Vulcans either. I feel like he's just such an annoying god to deal with. Especially if he has a good amount of additional HP or a lot of cooldown. Or just a lot of power. I mean, he will completely destroy you if you have a lot of power on Vulcan. Since his abilities can hit 700 each. And I'm not including his ultimate. His ultimate can one-shot if you hit max range. Looks like they got that. Don't really need to help them. Looks like the Fenrir is here. See if we can chase him down for a bit. I don't expect... Oh, he actually goes for the chase. Oh, he stopped the Brutalize. That's actually a pretty good play on his part. Let's use Sanctuary and a Purification BC. Oh, I'm so dead. Please, I'm too young to die. Oh man, that was unfortunate. They did use a lot of ults on me though. Used Cupid ultimate, they used the Fenrir ultimate and the Zonquay ultimate all to try and kill me. Although they were able to pick up the Wheelish and the Bacchus. Nice pick up out of Artemis. That Bloodforge coming in big. If she can hit Cupid, she'll get another shield. And I think she can win this. Cupid is hanging around though. Gets hit by the 3 and Artemis is able to pick up them both. That was actually pretty dumb on the Cupid's part, I feel like. He either should have just hard engaged, just help out the Poseidon immediately. Because by just sticking around with such a low HP, it was just a target to provide that shield for the Artemis. Looks like she probably will be able to pick up this Phoenix very shortly. Yeah, nice. I think we can end maybe. Artemis can just back and go through the Juggernaut. And it looks like the Fenrir is going to the left side. Not sure why. Expect him to go and fight the Juggernaut. I don't think that... I'm confused. Is he just blind or doesn't he care anymore? Maybe they tried to surrender and he doesn't just feel like it. But it looks like we will be able to win this one. Zonquay ultimate probably was still down. Actually not sure. I don't think... No, I think it was still... It was up. It had to be up. My ultimate was up too. Cupid's ultimate was back up. So... Not sure why Zonquay didn't go for it. I guess they didn't really want to fight anymore. It was a very quick game actually. I mean, considering it's less than 12 minutes. 11 minutes, 32 seconds. But we had a pretty good comp. Yeah, look at that damage. More than 10k. That's almost a k damage per minute. Which is pretty good considering it's 11 minutes. I mean, Vulcan's late game damage is just insane. So if you get to that late game stage, you'll be able to do a lot more damage in a shorter amount of time. And that way stack it up very, very nicely. But yeah, I feel like that's going to be it. If you have a request, as for a god or a game mode, please let me know down in the comments. I have one still going on. I'll try to get it, but it's such a difficult one. Erlang Shen full lifesteal. I'll give it my best shot, but I can't guarantee you that I'll have a match where I'll have it completed, because it is a rough one. But I'll explain that in the video, I guess. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.